Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the best type of jobs out there. Now, some people that are watching this episode, they're going to say, a job? Why would you want to get a job? What you should do is start a business and forget the 9-to-5 life. And I will agree with a lot of people. I think the ultimate ideal is to have a business where you can create your own hours, you can build products that you think are valuable to the world, you can provide services that you know are going to be helping people from around the world. I think having a business is an ideal that every man and woman should strive for. But as we're building our business, we are going to require funds, and as we need the funds, what we are going to do is we could either ask for it or we could work for it. Asking for money is when we are going up to investors and pitching our ideas to them. And the other strategy is to work for it. You get a job. And you don't need a business, by the way. I am simply a guy on the planet who believes that having a business is an ideal. But different human beings have different ideals. Someone else may be like, the business grind is overrated. I just want a job and that's it. It doesn't matter if you're a business fan or a job fan. In today's episode, I'm going to give you the career path that I believe is beautiful for either one of these paths, whether it's business or a full-time job. If you're ready and excited for today's talk, drop that like for me right on below and let's get started. I believe the best career path out there is IT. Information technology. And I'm going to keep it general at first, but then I'm going to get a bit more specific. IT is when you deal with a field that deals with computers, networks, and how human beings deal with computers and networks. Computers, and you could say internet instead of networks. When you understand basic IT, you understand the future. IT, computers, it's not going away anytime soon. And this is a beautiful job line where you could start from the bottom and you work your way to the top. Now in the beginning, it's hard, super hard, I would say. But over time, surprisingly, it gets easier. You get paid a lot more money, but it gets easier. And I'm going to explain why it gets easier. To start off in IT, I often recommend you apply for a help desk job. This is when different people are hitting you up and they're like, hey, my computer stopped working. Hey, my mouse isn't working. Hey, my laptop screen, it's black for some reason. You're like, sir, did you click the power? Oh, I'm supposed to do that? You're dealing with a lot of these buffoons that have no idea of what computers even do. And in this stage of your career, the beginning, when you're doing help desk, you're not getting paid that much. You're getting paid very little, somewhere around $15 to $21 an hour to deal with these imbeciles that know nothing about computers. It feels like a lot of work. You're not getting paid that much. Oh well, suck it up. This is the beginning of your career. I recommend doing a help desk job when you're roughly around 18 to 21. You're gaining that experience. It's good for you to do this because you will understand command prompts, how laptops work, different processing chips on a deep level that most other IT professionals will never know. So you could view it as, man, I'm only getting paid $21 an hour. Or you could view it as, man, I'm getting paid $21 an hour to learn. Because you are learning. It's tough, but at least you're learning a lot about the future. Now, as you progress in your career, what's going to happen is that you're focusing less on these technical details. You'll see that these are more so entry-level jobs. Some people, unfortunately, they get stuck in these technical fields for their entire career, and they view it as a flex. They're like, look at me, man. I'm debugging X, Y, and Z. I'm going into the command line. What are you doing? Thinking, dude, that is not the purpose of IT. What you eventually want to do is you eventually want to get to a point where you are working in a company that supports an application for a big company. So to give you an example, let's say ESPN. This is a big company, and your company, let's say you work in a place called IT company. IT company is working with ESPN to manage one of their software systems. This software system is responsible for getting all the ESPN content and putting it in one area. So that one area can eventually disperse the content into different TV stations. This software is what your IT company is responsible for managing. This is, I would say, the more elevated version of IT, where now you're in application support. You don't want to do application support where you're supporting an application that barely anyone uses. You want to support an application that many people are using, and that's where big companies like ESPN, Amazon, eBay, PayPal come into the mix. Amazon, for example, they don't have the time to manage all of their IT or all of their financial technology, so they often outsource it to another IT company. If you can work in that IT company and support these applications, you will be golden. You will get paid a good amount of money, and more importantly, you're not going to be doing that much work. Because in IT, once you have elevated, one way to measure success is by how little work you do. If you're always doing a lot of work in application support, then it's a bad sign on you and your team. That means you're not installing certain monitoring dashboards and protocols to catch the problem before it occurs. You're being a rookie. The better that you get at your job, the better that you will catch issues before they even occur. And this is what ESPN is paying you for. They don't really care if you know about IT like that. All they care about is whether or not their systems are functioning 24/7. That is your goal. So what you will notice at this point of your career is that you are not working that much. You actually have a lot of free time. There are pockets of times within the month where there are issues left and right, but for most of the period, you're actually free. And during that free phase is when you can work on starting a business, educate yourself more, and double down on that business some more. So you get the best of both worlds. You get a strong career path for you job lovers out there, and you can even build a business for you business lovers out there. I believe IT is the best field to build a career in because there are so many ways you can go about it. And by the way, I keep using IT right now, but IT is a subsection within the umbrella of information systems. Information systems includes IT, it includes processes, and it includes business. So if you really want to get the whole package, focus on information systems and you will learn a little bit about the technology, a little bit about the processes, and a little bit about the people. This is a career path that just keeps on giving. So if you enjoyed today's talk and you want to get more insights like this into building your career and different ideas that will help you in your path, join the ArmaniTalks free daily newsletter because every single day of the week, I'm dropping brand new talks on how to level up yourself in your career, how to get more promotions, and how to network with your fellow coworkers. Join the tribe by going on ArmaniTalks.com/newsletter and sign up today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.